Yo yo yo, all my game musicians out there, this is the obnoxiousoboe, and welcome back to Let's Play realMyst. And so now we have one final destination here. No pun intended. Final destination Smash, get it? Because Smash is coming out really soon. But anyway, let us now direct our attention towards the cabin this time. The one that I kind of skipped through at least a couple times. Because this may be the final key to the mystery, and I have a very keen instinct that we'll be focusing our attention on that giant redwood tree outside the cabin, just right outside it. Somehow that must be the link to the linking book, so it must be the link to everything that will be pertaining to the Fourth Age. So, going up. Like always, going up and down in elevators. It's something that I used to really have fun with when I was a little kid, when I was a wee lad. When I was a wee laddie. When I was a wee laddie with my own tweed cap. Yep, it's going towards the tree outside. So, let's just see what will we need to do to chop that tree down, or, you know, just to try to preserve it while trying to find a way to get inside the tree. Mario 2 style. 724. 724. They aren't dates, they're just simply numbers. Not times or dates, nor are they just the amount of electricity needed to power up a generator. So what can 724 be all about? Well, we should probably investigate the cabin before we try to figure what that code means, because it has to be a code of some kind. Okay, so back out we go while we touch Picasso's rendition of an island, even though this is definitely not Picasso. Nor is it Louis David. And nor is it Da Vinci, because Da Vinci would probably love this place with all that gadgetry. So, anyway, we have this baby with the sequoia. Yeah, that is one big sequoia there. Can I stand back? Yes, I can. Yeah, that is one huge tree there. And while I'm looking up at the sun, it's time for me to go inside this very rustic log cabin. And for a rustic log cabin, it sure looks rather advanced. Can I shut the door? No. Yes, I can, apparently. Huh. Who knew? Who knew I could actually open and shut that door? So, we have a gauge of some kind with a wheel, and a diagram of the tree outside. Clearly, again, that must mean something. But what can we do to activate the gauge? We don't have any power of any kind, but wait! Could this be the answer that we've been looking for? Yeah, that's right! Save combo. Reveal thyself! And why do you have a box of matches in a safe? Why would a box of matches be so precious? Missed matches, because get it? That's a brand. Oh yeah, now I know how to light a match virtually. So let us light up the pilot light, and let's just quickly now, because I'm also guessing that this is all timed here. Okay. Oh! I hear something. I hear something outside. Could this be it? Quickly now. Ah! We missed it, but yeah. We didn't have to chop down the tree at all. Again, missed mechanics. At least we now know that there is an elevator inside. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Very nifty indeed. Okay, so... Anyway, without further ado, let's see if we can get that elevator back down. Oh, quickly now. Quickly now. We don't have a moment to lose here. Coming down. Again, rather ingenious. Oh, here we go. We have more good music. But, unfortunately, I'm sort of dreading this next part. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you will never imagine how you will feel if you just... I mean, it looks rather nice. It looks rather neat inside here. And I love the music. But... this. That's right, guys. Welcome to hell. That is Channelwood. Oh boy. Even though I shouldn't really bash it too much because it's not that bad of an age in general, but it's just... you have to have a lot of patience to get through it. So, here we go. Let's go through the very vast swampy jungle, which is Channelwood, with a big windmill and just a whole bunch of swamp and trees in the tree village. But yeah, I like the music. Dislike in an age does not compensate its lack of music. You know, my tastes for its music, so anyway. Let us now reluctantly place our hand on the page, and let's just get this damn thing over with. Oh boy, who knew that hell would probably reside in a swamp? Hell would take the form of a swamp. And say hello to bird chirps for probably a half hour. Because if they don't drive you nuts now, they will eventually drive you nuts. Holy heck. This place kind of gives me the goosebumps a little bit. Again, its own little beauty has its own share of goosebumps too. It's like Boggly Woods. Even though Boggly Woods was a lot more bizarre. So anyway, do you see these pipes running from that hill? Where the windmill is? Well, if you look closely, you can see that it has a Y shape. Do these have any use? Well, apparently right now they do nothing, so we can't exactly mess with them right now. But if we actually go up the hill, if we scale that hill up to the windmill, maybe we might find a solution. We might find a whole different solution to the whole problem here, dear Watsons. Oh, hello. Hello, golden rocks. If I were to mine this whole hill, I would probably be rich. Unless it was pyrite. If it was pyrite, then screw it, but if it was real gold, then heck yeah, I'd be rich. I wouldn't have to do LPs at all. I would just buy my own recording equipment, just buy better recording equipment. So that's a lever. That didn't do anything, though. The spigot. Okay, so that turns the water on. But what exactly does this lever do? No idea. never quite understood of its usage, but let's just go back down to where the pipes are. And yeah, you can hear water going through the pipes. So do you kind of wonder what this whole age revolves around here? What it relies on? That's right, it's water power. Oh yes. Now, if I was a politician, and if I advocated an alternative solution to our ecological crisis as it is, it would probably be towards a more hydroelectric direction. Something like this, you know, something that just relies heavily on water power. Now, of course, to be sure, there may be some ramifications too, but, you know, heck, I mean, why would you just turn down something that would, you know, why would you turn down electricity that would be run exclusively by water power? Because, I mean, this is so genius. It was so ingenious for whoever lived here to come up with a plan like this. Or it could have been Atris too, whichever. But Atris was one heck of an Einstein, I can tell you that. Oh, there's an elevator. Hello. So now let's direct power to, if I can just go down to Pokemon Y here. Why must we touch the Y chromosome when all that it does is create an X chromosome? Maybe it's because it's Monty Python. Maybe it's because we have cranked an elevator with a Y chromosome. Wow, what a boner that is. So now the elevator is working. I mean, you can hear either steam hissing or just some sort of humming through the cage. Oh, let's remember to close the door because we must not forget our etiquette. We must never forget our etiquette in an age such as Myst. And daylight! And more tedium. Now, instead of bird chirps, we hear more bird chirps. Yeah, hello. And yeah, this is going to be a fairly long one, I can tell. Going through all these huts here. All these tree houses. I see something over there in the distance, but I don't exactly know where to go, because this whole thing is one long maze. And now we go back to the reason why Channelwood, in my own terms, fits the description of hell. Basically hell in a nutshell, because all of this. Again, not that bad, but you can still see why Channelwood would of course be. I mean, it is still my least favorite age because of all the tedium involved here. Just going through this maze here, this maze of just networked wooden structures up in a tree, forgetting to look down, and you know, being me, an acrophobe, being very much afraid of heights, because look at that. So now we have another house. It is totally a house. Nothing for me to live in and start a family, but yeah, it's totally a house. I mean, who would live here? It's just basically, you just basically have a trunk right in the middle of the house. That is it. I mean, I guess you can say that it defines simple living, but probably a little bit too simplistic. Okay, these look like these were bashed in. Those doors are, or, you know, parts of the wall. Are we getting somewhere? Yay, more Windows. Windows 95, back when I used to have a Windows 95 that ran this whole game. And I don't think this does anything yet. Actually, oh yeah! So we can't exactly open it from the inside because... Do we have a knob? No knob. So I wonder if it's powered by a lever someplace. And now the trek begins again. The trek continues for that coveted switch that we must find somewhere, just hidden in these rather uninteresting looking tree houses. Oh boy, this is probably going to be a long one here, folks. Holy heck. Holy heck, I didn't really set myself up for this. Especially when it's already being past 16 minutes on my DVR timer. So, is this it? Could this possibly be where the lever is located? Hopefully it wasn't that easy. Because I had to go all the... Oh, wait. Yeah, I probably knew that that wasn't going to be that easy. So, the search continues. What should I talk about? Maybe I should talk about just how I became acquainted with the strategy guides. Well, the Myst strategy guide I didn't get until later. I picked it up at a yard sale. The Riven one I already had because it came with the game. It's kind of a surprise that the Myst strategy guide didn't come with the game. But that was probably because I didn't have the Mac version. I had the Windows version. And by that time, Myst was already popular. There's the elevator again! I hate this maze! And I think it's probably about time right now that I should maybe think about concluding the episode and maybe picking up where I last, well, picking up where I find the lever. Then again, though, is that it? I could have sworn I was over there. Well, yeah, in the Myst and Riven strategy guides, instead of having, well, in Myst canon, you're called the Stranger, who wanders aimlessly through the Myst ages, trying to find a way to help Atris in some way. While in the strategy guides, you have just essentially someone from San Francisco in the present day looking through books in the San Francisco Public Library, looking for books on photography. And he stumbles across the Book of Myst. Just somehow it just winded up in some random library in San Francisco. And so he picks it up and he puts his hand on the page, and then he just, with this carrying case and film, he details basically everything about this place, including giving you hints and whatnot on how you should solve this, and takes pictures of what you should, you know, showing the player how to navigate through. Is this it? That has to be it. I mean, what else could it be? I mean, what is that thing? Now this would have been good for a live stream because I am lost. You would think I would know, because I've played this game before, but sorry, it's really hard to memorize which hut you've been in and which hut you haven't. And for something like this, you really need to know. Well, I spoke too soon. That's it. That was the answer we've been looking for. Okay, so now, please excuse me as I teleport to that elevator door. So, next time on realMyst, we'll be finishing up this son of a bitch. Oh, damn.